And it's really cool to hear you say, and I think it's good for the viewers to hear you say that there's always, you said, life can be hard, and there's always challenges. And it's good for people to hear that just because you've made it and you have a giant company, that you're not finished. It doesn't mean it's easy. You have more people that can maybe help you with things, but at the end of the day, Peter Goodwin's at this company, and you can feel the weight of that, I'm sure, especially during challenges.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I probably just try to kind of relate, because I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and these guys get on. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm so successful and everything. I struggled with major depression from the time I was 18 until I was probably about the time I met my wife, 25, really? 26.
I was just going to bring that up. I was hoping that was going to be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pull my pants down if you want.
Okay. Hey, I got a good belt I can give you if you need it.
44.
Go straight through the roof with the ratings right there.
Bingo.
Put that on the hook.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, just to relate, just try to, I put my pants one leg on at a time. I'm human. I struggle with imposter syndrome, and I'm not enough. I don't as much anymore. But in my 20s and even early 30s, really struggle with that deeply. And kind of one of the big revelations I had was I had this belief that God wanted me to fail, because if I was weak, He was made strong in my weakness. So every time that I would try new things. And again, I didn't have a college education, so I was sort of forced to be an entrepreneur because I couldn't find a job to fall back on. So I was always doing construction. I had a couple of construction gigs, but anytime I would try something new and I would start to fail at it, which that is entrepreneurship. Like, you just fail over and over and over and over and over and over.
Don't forget, I want to bring the failing back up, because you really embrace failing, and that's rare.
No,
so
failing is like the key to success. So anyway, but you don't tie your identity with your failure. I always say you don't tie your identity to your idea. Your idea sucks, but it does get you to move. Mm-hmm. So whatever great idea you have, like, be excited that you have one, and then know that the end goal, there is no really end goal, but there is, the journey is going to like evolve. And really smart people, entrepreneurs, I think the difference between entrepreneurs and normal people is they've just learned that failure is their greatest teacher, and they've tried to take feedback quickly. They don't go all in with all their chips. They go in enough to fail. They have 10 losses, but one win over here, and then they learn from that, and then they stack. And, I'm 44. My employees made more money than I did until like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Wow. So, because we can go into like hiring smart people, but
I'd love to talk
the point is that failure is in marriage and kids really, life is just one big schoolroom. And whatever reason, we teach our kids that failure is bad, and we give them these stupid tests and all that. Don't get me started on education, but it's the opposite of how we should be approaching life. Like, life is a bunch of risks and trade-offs and feedback loops to getting better, right? I mean, if anybody that's been married any short amount of time, just realize how stupid you were when you first got married. And how wrong you were, and if you stayed married, you realize, man, I'm a much better person because I learned how to. Anything in life that you're successful at. Yeah, I mean, you take any successful person in any area, and rarely are there. Like, I have several mentors that are they're great business mentors, but they have disastrous families. So I'm like, not taking advice from your family, but like, okay, give me some business. Vice versa, I have a lot of family people that don't have a nickel to their name. Not taking business advice from them, but man, give me everything you can on the family. Yeah. And so but they have, if you're successful, you have failed over and over and over and over and over, and you've gotten better.
Yeah.